Hiya guys, and welcome back to another video.
Stuart and Andy. VanLife, the universe, and everything.
We thought we'd do a quick update as to where we are.
Yeah, so it's been a lovely sunny week, but we haven't really done much because we have a trip coming up. We are going back, aren't we? We're going to go back and have a bit of a family-ish holiday. I'm saying family-ish, it's going to be more of a boys' holiday, which is weird for us because we're taking my two younger brothers up to Ayr in Scotland.
Yes, we are. Another Haven trip. Is
It
it
is.
Haven? Yes,
Well, it
it's
is,
Haven.
but it's Haven with a difference because we're not in a caravan. We're not going to be in, obviously we're not going to be in a motorhome, but we're not in a caravan either. So it is going to be a bit of an unusual holiday, but we're going to keep you updated because we're going to do a holiday on a budget. And we're going to do...
Again.
Yeah, and we're doing a driving holiday on a budget.
All our holidays are on a budget, Stuart.
Yeah, right, well, they don't have to be, do they? But we are doing it on a budget for the boys.
Yeah, so that's coming up. So we're all being careful with the pennies, aren't we?
Yeah, so look out for a video and we're going to show you how to do a holiday on a budget.
Okay, lovely. And we've also got my brother's coming up next week.
We've got loads of family holidays coming.
And then my mum and dad are coming up.
Yeah.
And then have we got holiday booked as well?
We've got, so we're there. So we've got...
track. How did we used to do this when we had a van?
I have no
It was
idea.
easier because we just used to rock up somewhere, didn't we?
Yeah, our home was on wheels, so for us it was a lot easier now with planning trips and planning stuff. So yeah, so we've got...
It's nice though, isn't it, to actually plan stuff and prepare for it. I mean, it was great being on the road.
It's the season for it, isn't it? It's coming up to summer. People are looking at booking holidays.
Yeah.
It's nice because we're back in my area, so people are wanting to come up to here and visit the north, which is really, really nice.
Yeah, it is.
We've got your mum and dad coming up, we've got your brother coming up, then we're away with my brothers, then we're away with your parents.
Yeah, so it's going to be nice, isn't it? Next.
And do you know what makes me laugh? They're all in vans. They're all either in rented vans or... Yeah, so yeah, we've got a couple of nice vlogs coming up of different areas and different stuff going on. So we'll be able to show you a lot of the north. We'll be able to show you back at Skeggy. Because we love a bit of Skeg.
We're not going back till September, but that's coming up.
Yeah, and then we're up in Scotland. Oh yeah, we've got loads of content for you coming up.
Coming up.
Yeah, our veg patch has got a bit crazy. It's gone from looking pathetic to now looking, really, really voluptuous. That's how that word in ages.
No, it's looking really good, isn't it? I can't wait to get the first radish out. So, I think that's what we'll do. But let's have a look at the garden.
Bill and Bell section. Look at little Pixie. Andrew, we need to do the Bill and Ben section. Are you going to show us what you've been up to? Oh my god, look at the size of them all.
Yeah, very, very quickly, because I know we've done this every week. But look at the radishes.
I know, I can't believe how big they've gotten. They're huge.
I'm just dying to take one and just...
Put your hand in there and give us a show then.
Shall we have a look?
Yeah, I want to have a seize. Oh, we can. Yeah. And there's the spring onions. Shallots. Shallots, Stuart, get it right. So they're the shallots. Radishes. Beetroot. What were you?
So these were the peas that we put in last week. They've sprouted.
Yeah.
More peppers.
Oh gosh.
We've just got peppers everywhere.
We even built a new little box. In behind being colour. Luna is still
eating strawberries.
Luna is still eating the strawberries. But
strawberry stew.
get your hand in there, because I know there's some flowers, which means we have some strawberries coming.
Oh, so we've got some flowers coming.
But all my flowers are growing as well. Look, I do this every week, but yeah. So we're getting there. Greenhouse, how are we looking in there?
Quick greenhouse look. Guess what they are, Stuart?
If you tell me more peppers.
They're more peppers.
Oh my gosh. But we've got, look, them growing lovely.
Yeah.
More peppers.
Yeah. No news on the banana front and no news on the cucumber front, but we'll give them a little bit more time. And no news on the strawberry front either. So, shall we pull a radish?
I don't think they're quite ready. I think you should wait another week. That's huge.
Look at this.
Oh, that's way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
That's a nice little size, isn't it? Right, we're going to get this washed off.
And you're going to try it?
Yeah, why not?
That's way bigger than I thought it was. She's eating you. Oh, God.
Luna!
God, eating them.
Right, let's go and get this washed off, and I'll bring it back out, and we'll give it a try.
Go on then.
I've done a quick trim, a quick wash, but of course you've got to have a little bit of salt with it.
How about you try a bit without salt and then a bit with salt?
Okay, you ready? First radish. Crunch. I want to taste the peppery hot. There we go. Oh. So I'm not going to knock supermarket ones, but they're not from this country a lot of the time, and I just think they lose some of the flavour. These are spot on, but I'm going to tiny bit of salt. Do you want to try one, Stuart?
No, thank you.
Oh, I love radishes. All that hard work. Cheers, everybody. Happy radishes.
I love how we're showing you all this and who's just jumped in the box. Go on, Andrew, just scoot a little bit that way and I can just quickly go. Oh, I can't see over the chair. There she is, look, in our favourite little spot. Oh, she's laid down in it now. She's actually laid down. She's not just sat in it, she's laid in it.
Yes, you. Aye.
Oh, she makes me giggle. She just knows, doesn't she? She's like, I know I'm not supposed to be in there, but the sun's in there and I can lie down. We think it's because the soil's hot.
Yeah, I think it's because the soil's warm as well, and she gets the sun in there. She's just a little diva, isn't she? Really?
Yeah. So we've been doing a lot of DIY stuff. So we got the stairs finished. So we'll show you a quick clip of the before and the after and kind of what we did on the staircase. I'm starting the project, so I've got these to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all this off and I'm going to do it on the cheap, so stay tuned. So first, let's get all this lot off. So they're here. So as you can see, the stairs are dry, they need a sweep down, but when we painted them we didn't realise that the delivery date wasn't the Tuesday we thought it was the Tuesday after, but they come a bit earlier anyway. So I'm going to show you what they look like. These are just stair carpet like blocks rather than a whole runner. So yeah, let's have a look and see what they look like. Hopefully they do the job, and they're way cheaper than having to actually buy the runner. So I think we worked out about 20 quid by the time we finished. Between 15 and 20 quid. You could get different colours, different patterns. So this is what they look like. So it's just like a piece of carpet with a bit of stickiness on there. So you peel this bit back off and then they have like a temporary sticky thing so that they don't slip off the stairs. So I've stuck the first two stairs because I'm impatient, just to see how they're going to look. And there's a little poly tab there to peel it all off. Like so. And we'll put everything at the bottom because then it'll be easy to work my wheel.
Are these machine washable, Stuart?
They are machine washable, which I thought was absolutely perfect because that means I can put them in the machine.
So are they self-adhesive, or is that adhesive going to wear out?
I don't know, I can't explain it to you. It's not like overly sticky as in, like it's gonna damage the paintwork. Oh, but it's sticky enough that it's sticking to the carpet, actually the floor really well. I'm actually really surprised.
I think the next job is painting these walls because they're filthy.
So yeah, so you've got 15 parts. You have to count your stairs. Obviously, make sure there's enough. But look how pretty they look. They just yeah. The stairs look so much better. Yeah. So here's a quick before, and here's a quick after. Now to say that this project only cost us about 30 quid, that was an absolute bargain of a project. And the stairs just feel nice. Now we just need to get the walls painted, which is another big task. Yeah, we are slowly getting there.
Yeah, so that was a quick DIY, wasn't it, Stu? I mean, it didn't take you long to clean them down and strip them. The problem was that somebody had taken the carpet off, left all the gripper rods and things. So we were putting his heels on them as we were coming downstairs. So we took all those off. And these things that we bought, what a change it's made. Works
And
a treat.
what makes it even funnier is Josh has now said to me, he's like, Stuart, you do realise from the top looking down, it looks like a piano. So that's given me inspo for what the staircase is going to be. So we're going to do it in musical themed, I think.
Yeah,
So
because
we're going to get some music.
the walls are
posters
quite
and-
grubby, aren't they? So we're gonna give it a lick of paint, and then you're gonna turn it into like a musical theme. Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Well, I'm
Sounds
just
good.
thinking getting a couple of like posters. So because I've already got my steps poster.
Yeah.
So my
Oh, that'll fit down there nicely.
So
It's
my
in
steps
storage.
can go right at the top of the stairs.
That's in storage, Stuart.
I know, but it doesn't matter. You'll have to go to storage and pick it up. But I'm thinking my steps poster will go right at the top of the stairs. Josh can get like an Iron Maiden one when he went with Dad.
Yeah.
You can get the ABBA, not the ABBA, the Queen themed one to go on one side as well.
Oh, I'll get something printed up if I
And
need
then me, Josh, and then the picture we've got of all four of us, because of the way it is, we can make us look like either ABBA or
to. Lovely.
Queen. Queen did a poster, didn't it, with all four faces. That's it. I love when a plan comes to my brain.
A new project. I love projects. I'm still working on the wall project that should have gone out 2 weeks ago.
That, and you've got a couple of LPs you want to bring out of storage, and we've got a couple of frames.
Yes.
We could put them on the other wall. Oh, see, there we go.
So
Stay tuned for that one.
Another project. We had a great little thing last night, didn't we? We went to bed about midnight, and
No.
we had a little adventure. We did. It's not the kind of adventure you're thinking of in the bedroom. So Stuart's got this new tarantula, and he's just bought a new little enclosure for it. So we've gone to bed. Stuart goes to check on him. He's not there. He's escaped.
What happened is the cage I originally bought was for the jumping spider. Jumping spider died, and I was like, right, okay, I want something that's going to last a little bit longer than a jumping spider. That's a little bit more intense. I bought a tarantula. Yes, okay, there is a video. We will tag the video up there if you're interested, when there was the absolute disaster of me opening the tarantula.
It's been one long disaster.
So there is that video. So if you haven't already seen it, it's there for you. So because I bought the wrong cage, I like to do a lot of investigating. I like to make sure if I'm getting an animal, I know what I'm doing. So I bought a new cage because it's the other way around. So it's more portrait than landscape.
Yeah.
Is that the best way to?
No, it's landscape rather than
It's
portrait.
landscape. So it's more landscape than portrait. Yeah, you know the gist. So I bought it, put it all together. He seemed really happy in it. I didn't look properly at the lid. Andrew had noticed there was actually quite a gap at either side, so it's kind of bowed. So the middle connects perfectly, you kind of get out, but there is a gap either side. So yeah, he escaped.
Yeah, so there was us last night trying to find a tiny spider this big.
He's a little bit bigger.
And the bedroom has just got so much stuff in it. And we've got, as you probably seen from occasional videos,
I'll show you a clip of what it looks like
we've
now.
got bare floorboards at the moment with our lovely rugs. You've seen my We Will Rock You rug. But we've got, and I said to Stuart, he's gone. He'll be gone down the floorboards. You'll never ever get him back. So we looked, didn't we? We carried on looking.
The other issue I've got as well is I have a lot of stuff. I'm going to call it stuff. So we've got my dad's old bookcase, and it's just full of stuff. So my worry is he'd climbed in amongst all this stuff, and I couldn't see him anywhere at all. I pulled everything off. I checked everything more than once. And Andrew had said, "Hey, what's that on the back of the bookcase?" And I'd looked, and I saw just like a blob of where the bookcase was together. So I was like, yeah, it's just a bit of glue. And we searched and searched, and then I shined the torch down the back, and I went, "Andrew, it's down the back of the bookcase." And he just turned to me and went, "Stuart, I told you this half an hour ago."
I thought it was. It did look like a spider on the back of the bookcase, and Stuart had said, no, it's just a piece of glue, and I was still not happy. But we found him.
We did.
We
I
found
got him
him,
back
and
in.
goodness knows how. I mean, how lucky.
I know.
How lucky are we to get him back like that? It's not happening again.
No, I've now put a massive candle on the top to try and just. Well, we didn't, did we? We ended up flipping it over. Yeah. We ended actually, because it's just a perspex one that you build with like.
The thing is, the bigger he gets, the easier it's going to be to keep him, because as he gets bigger, he's never going to get out there. So.
Go on then. I know what you were going to say, that we've had some amazing news.
Well, it's just nice news. The people that bought Avandra, they've been back in touch after a couple of weeks, and they've sent us some lovely photographs. And boy, have they done us proud. It brought a little lump to my throat because she looks absolutely amazing.
She does.
Thank you to Lindsay and Barry. Thanks for getting back in touch and sending us the photographs. I think she looks amazing. She really
Do you
does.
know, I think for me what's really heartwarming, and it is a lovely touch, because they didn't have to do it, they've kept her name.
Yep.
And I think that for us was just like a thank you. It was a huge like thank you and a pat on the back. Like somebody would be that nice and that personal towards us and say, you know what, they could have picked any, they could have done anything.
Yeah,
it's their van now. She doesn't belong to us. But to keep her name and to run with it, because they haven't just redone the front. So as you've seen, they've completely painted the bottom, which we did actually plan on doing.
We were supposed to be doing it. We bought all the stuff to do it and never got round to it. I say never got round to it. I mean, how many times have we sat there?
I know.
But yeah, they've done it all up. Apparently, they've done all the inside out as well.
They've even
they've taken the name our old Avandra sign off and put a new one on, which looks amazing as well.
Yeah,
so,
and then they've added one on the side,
Yeah.
the Avandra on the side. It's just nice and it's heartwarming to know that somebody has, yes, they've bought the van and it now belongs to them, but they've kept that one personal touch that we added that meant something to us.
Lindsay did say that she loved the name. So yeah, thank you very much. And enjoy it. I'm ever so slightly jealous.
It's just, we want you to have so many adventures with her and have as many years as you can get out of her and just, create new memories with her.
Talking of memories, let's go down memory lane, Stuart, shall we? Let's know, what did we want to do? A year ago, we were...
What month are we in? We were in May.
May.
So just before my birthday, just before VanLife Fest. Oh, I'm gonna say we were must have been in Scotland, because we'd have been.
We were in Scotland, but it sticks in the mind as this Scottish trip, because a year ago today, we had problems with the clutch, or we thought we had problems with the clutch.
So we'd have been at Largs then.
Let's have a look back at Largs and the AA man.
So we came to Largs for a couple of days, didn't we? Just after we headed down. We were here for how many days before we decided to move off? For the weekend, weren't we?
Yeah, we were going to stop for a couple of days, weren't we? And then,
so we decided to stop for the weekend.
The weather was really, really nice.
We knew there was a bit of fun issue with the tyre, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we booked it in to have the tyre redone at Halfords.
No, quick fit.
It wasn't very quick though.
No, they weren't very quick at all.
So we went there. And then on the way down to Carlisle, we had to stop, didn't we?
Well, we hadn't got very far, had we, really? Saltcoats. Was it Saltcoats we got to? So not too far down the coast.
Asda.
Asda. And basically the clutch went. So we just have to wait for the patrol to come now. It's saying around 12 o'clock.
And they're here, look. Yay, let's hope to God that this actually works. So typical, Sod's Law, he's opened it up, and all the noises and the fact that we were jumping all over the place, he now thinks it's just a sticky cable. Or that the cable could be on its way out. So, he's now just having a look at the cable, seeing if he can tighten it up a wee bit and see if that actually fixes. Apparently because we drove through a puddle, it made it slip, and then that's what was giving us the jumping sensation. Apparently it wasn't working, so we need to buy a cover to go over the top of where the clutch goes round of the wheel or something. So the AA guy has been really, really helpful, and he's managed to tighten it up for us, so that shouldn't do that, and we need to buy a cover to go over the top. So the plan is now, I think, to try and head towards Mansfield. Do you know something, looking back at that footage, every single time I'm just like, we were so, it wasn't stupid, but we were just so naive thinking, I could have killed you, I'm not going to lie. When he told me, he was like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you, you're just missing the topping and you've just had a bit of water in it.
Yeah.
What makes it worse is I actually remember Andrew driving through that puddle and going ballistic at you for driving through it and saying to you, you're such a child that you're driving through these puddles.
But yeah, and so we ended up at Logs the whole weekend. We were supposed to be setting off and coming back down, but yeah, but Logs is beautiful. And I'm hoping that we get there again in a couple of weeks' time while we're at Air.
So it's my turn, Andrew.
Yes.
Guess where we were 2 years ago?
Go on.
We were in our favourite place. Oh, the camera nearly blew over.
Camera's shaking.
Wind stopped blowing. There we go, it's out. We were in my favourite place in Wales. Can you think where?
It was the Haven site, I'm going to guess.
It was. If you haven't been to this Haven site is absolutely beautiful. It's probably one of our favourite places for actual camping. The actual, you had such a perfect little space that was you all inclusive to just you, and that to us was just beautiful.
Well, it was, wasn't it? Because wasn't it the old Butlin site?
Yes, it was.
At Pwllheli.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a huge site, but they've done it so nicely. It's expensive though, isn't it? Now we've looked at going back.
Yeah.
But the swimming pool was amazing because it was like 3 pools, God knows how many slides and wave pools.
It was just so pretty.
There was like a little thing that you swam around because it was like a river.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was so amazing.
But you had like a hedge down either side. You had your actual bit where you put your van. You had your gravel to put your awning or whatever else. Then you had a piece of grass that it was just yours, so you could pull out whatever you wanted. And the 2 guys, I don't know if they're still working there, but it was
Paul?
Stuart and John.
Stuart and John
Who worked
names.
there were amazing. They were around every morning. They were going around picking up all the rubbish. They'd had brand new toilets. It was just so nice, and he had such a good humour to him.
Yeah.
And I think the one thing that always sticks to my head when you went in, it had like warning signs for like the children or whatever else, but they were called muggles. And then they had signs for the speed limit, and the speed limit was 9 3/4. It was just so well put together.
Definitely recommend it.
So I have waffled on.
Yeah, you have.
I'm not quite finished.
Oh my God.
Eurovision. What in a million years went on there?
I'm getting a bit fed up with it, to be honest. And I'm sure we said last year we're not going to watch it again, and we did because it's the thing. But this year, I think we were both so angry, weren't we? I mean,
I just don't understand. What I don't understand is there were so many really, really good. There were some that were absolutely horrendous, I'm not going to lie, but there were so many that were like so quirky and different, and then there was ones that I actually really enjoyed, and it was such a...
But I can't say that any was special.
No, I don't think any
we couldn't pick one out as a winner, could we? That was the thing. We picked a couple that we liked, but they were both like clubland.
Malta
and was it Finland?
Number 20 and 22. I always remember the number.
Yeah, there were dancey numbers, and that's the kind of thing that we do. Like, I mean, we both like lots of different music, but we picked those 2 out. But they weren't winners. There were nothing different. No. There was nothing new about them. When we looked, the whole thing, it was just mediocre. To be fair, the greatest thing about it was Graham Norton.
I love Graham Norton. I think he's brilliant. But
then the voting, we did okay with the judges' vote. Most countries gave us points. But when it came to
the public
vote, not a single point. So are you telling me that 36 countries didn't put the UK in their top 10? Because that's what we're saying here. Yeah. It's abysmal. Not a single point. So
it's become more political than it has about the actual talent. Yeah. And I think that's where I feel sorry for them, because the girls were really, really good.
I don't think it was the worst song. I don't think it was the best song.
No, but nothing.
But that was quirky. It was different, which is why I think the judges gave it more points. But as you say, it's so political now. I think the BBC should just pull out of it completely. They won't, because it's a big money spinner for them. But I think they should just pull out of it, because it's a waste of time, and it's a waste of licence fee payers' money.
Well, do you know what? I think the best thing about Eurovision was the Doctor Who episode.
Doctor Who? Well, yeah.
I loved, spoiler alert in case you haven't already seen it, but yes, the Doctor Who episode, which came out just before Eurovision, so we watched that first, was brilliant. I loved it. It was so camp and just fun.
Yeah, I mean, we've complained about it being a little bit gay and a bit camp, but it just lended itself to this episode. Yeah, there's music in it. Yeah, there's campness in it, but that is Eurovision, and it kind of worked, didn't it?
I loved it. I thought it was brilliant.
I thought it was really good. But we've enjoyed this season.
Yeah, Graham Norton was in it. Rylan was in it.
Yeah,
it was just fun. Yes, I know it had like disastrous bits in it, but it was just so fun and so camp. And sometimes a bit of camp is all right. And I think when it comes to the Eurovision Song Contest, you expect it to be camp. I'm sorry.
At the right time, in the right place, and this was. But like I said, we've enjoyed this season. Last season was awful, but it's so much better this season.
Go on then, let's talk about the disaster that's going to be on Sunday. I'm not looking forward to it at all. I'm like, should we make loads of plans? And he's like, you are doing nothing. There is nothing happening Sunday afternoon at all.
So 4:00 Sunday is the last day of the Premier League, and as usual, Forest haven't left themselves an easy task. We've been in the top 5 for the best part of the season, We've had a really bad run and we've dropped out of it. So Sunday, things have all worked out because of other results. It's worked out. It's quite easy now. Forest have to beat Chelsea, and then either Aston Villa or Newcastle not to win. They can even draw, not to win at their games, and Forest will get into the Champions League. Sunday afternoon is going to be...
Do you want to just say that a little bit more quieter because you're in Newcastle?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going anywhere near a pub on Sunday afternoon in a Forest shirt because Newcastle need to win. If Newcastle win, that's it. They don't need to worry about anybody else. Aston Villa have to win, and Newcastle not to win. So Aston Villa are out of the top 5 at the moment as well. So it's not complicated, but it's quite clear now. But Forest got to beat Chelsea in the first place, but we are at home. Villa are at Old Trafford. Anything could happen. You may not see me again next week.
Join us on Sunday for the quiz because it's right after the football.
Oh no, it is.
So you'll either see Andrew in a really, really over-the-top mood, half cut, or you'll see Andrew really, really sad, half cut. So yeah, join us on Sunday. Yeah, so that is a huge thank you to our members. And if you are a member, you are rolling across the screen right now. Yes, thank you so much for supporting our channel. It means a lot to us. I don't think people actually realise how much it does, but it does actually. When we wake up in the morning and we just see these people, because I didn't know if you do know if you remember, your comments actually come up before anybody else's. So if you've made a comment on a video or you do anything in lives, we see that before we see anybody else's. That is one of the big perks. So we're usually the first who get replied to, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we see your comments and we're like, right, let's reply to our members because it's important that...
We've got a good relationship with our members, haven't we?
We love our members, let's be honest.
I mean, we talk to them separately, don't we? So, yeah, it's if you want to join in.
Yeah, if you would like to become a member, and there is a few...
I think they changed the little button now. I think it just says join, doesn't it? I
think it does. If you're already a subscriber, if you're not a subscriber, you have to subscribe first, and then it comes up with where your subscribe button usually. There's a join button, and there is, I think there's 5
levels now.
There is. So the first 2 are just for the quiz.
Yes.
So if you're a quizzer and you want to join in, Andrew is currently in the middle of creating our website to actually give you a bit of a discount if you win the quiz. It does support us as well, but it just means that you can join in the quiz and you can win. And then after that, there is the 3 standard memberships. So there is a bronze, silver, and a gold. You do get perks. We only have 1 gold member at the moment, and that is Matthew. And Matthew, we know personally, and Matthew and Becky are a lovely couple that we,
Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, just a point on the quiz memberships and the quiz. If you join in the quiz on a Sunday night, you can win 5 points for our shop. Our shop's not up yet, but it will be shortly. But there's going to be Amazon vouchers on there, so that's some way of giving back a little bit of the membership money through that way. So there'll be T-shirts and there'll be other things on there that you can get with the points that you win from the quiz and games. If you're a second tier player on the quiz, you get the quiz and games, so you can play top, middle, or bottom.
Yes.
And win some more points, and points make prizes.
That's why we've done it. It's so that Andrew can say that silly quote every single week.
I hadn't thought of it until just then. So.
All right, okay. We do want to say as well that the quiz is free. We're never going to charge for the quiz. You can always join in the quiz. You can join in either just at home with a pen and piece of paper. You can join in electronically like everybody else. The only difference is if you win, you're not actually able to win anything. You just win in the glory of saying, well, I won that week's quiz.
That's right.
If you're a member and you win, then you're getting a prize for doing it. It works out at 25p a quiz. You can't even go to the pub and pay that these days. It's usually £1.
Yeah,
but yes, that's all it is.
And the membership money it's going back into the pot anyway. The 2 quiz memberships, it just goes back into the pot. So yeah, and thanks for the people that have done that so far.
Yes, and I think that has me waffled on long enough for today. Guys, please don't forget, if you have enjoyed this video and you enjoy our content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and it means the world to us. Also, we would really like if you would leave a comment. We would like to reply to every comment, and we like to get, the nitty gritty. Let's talk about it. And don't forget to hit that like button. Andrew, what do we do with that bell?
I had no idea, Stuart. Just tell them.
Please don't forget to hit that bell. It will give you all notifications on everything that we post as it's posted. So you'll be well up to date with what's going on with our life. We will see you next week.
We'll see you Sunday night after the football. Good luck, Forest.
Bye.
Bye.